All right, everyone, buckle up because we are diving deep today into the world of Disney World.
Ooh, exciting.
It is. I mean, who doesn't love a good Disney deep dive, right?
Always.
Yeah. You know that feeling when you finally book your park passes and the excitement is just bubbling over?
Yeah.
But then it hits you?
Uh-oh.
The dreaded
Ride reservations.
ride reservations.
Oh, the worst.
It's like the worst part. Waking up at the crack of dawn just for a chance to ride Rise of the Resistance,
Yep.
where you're glued to the app all day, hoping to snag a boarding group for Remy's Ratatouille adventure.
So stressful.
So stressful. It's like a whole other job planning these Disney
It
trips.
really is.
But guess what? You sent in some interesting news about changes happening at Disney World.
I did.
And it could totally change the game for how we plan those park days.
It could. So you want to hear about this?
Lay it on me. I'm all ears.
Okay, so this is big. Disney is saying goodbye to virtual queues for two of their most popular rides.
Wait, hold on for real.
For real, we're talking Tiana's Bayou Adventure at Magic Kingdom.
The new Princess and the Frog ride.
Yep, that's the one.
Hi.
And over at Epcot,
Right.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind.
No more virtual queue.
Nope, they're switching to a traditional standby line.
Wow. So does this mean no more refreshing the app like a maniac at 7 a.m.?
That's right. Back to the good old days of winding queues.
And maybe a little bit of queue envy?
Maybe a little.
I can already picture those lines.
Well, remember why Disney introduced virtual queues in the first place?
Crowd control.
Exactly. Especially for those brand new attractions that everyone's dying to try.
Oh, yeah, like Rise of the Resistance when it first opened?
Exactly. The virtual queue was meant to make things run smoother.
But honestly, it kind of just added another layer of stress to planning the whole trip.
You're not wrong.
I remember trying to get a boarding group for Rise.
Oh,
It was like Mission Impossible.
I can imagine.
So this shift back to standby lines, does that mean these rides aren't as popular anymore?
It's a good question. Could be a few things at play here.
Like what?
Well, maybe the initial hype has died down a bit.
Makes sense.
Or maybe it's Disney's way of encouraging folks to use those paid Lightning Lane options.
Ah, that makes sense.
Uh,
Longer standby lines might make people more likely to shell out the cash to skip the wait.
exactly.
So no more virtual queues for these two rides.
Right.
But what does that actually mean for someone planning their next Disney trip?
Good question.
Are we talking like 2-hour waits,
Yeah.
3 hours?
Well, it's tough to say for sure, but yeah, longer wait times are definitely a possibility.
Especially at first, right?
Most likely. Especially in those first few weeks or months.
To basically be prepared to wait.
Pretty much. But who knows, maybe Disney will surprise us with some innovative ways to manage those lines.
Ooh, now that you mention it, I have seen some parks trying out those interactive queues.
You have?
Yeah, like stuff to keep you entertained while you're waiting.
Oh yeah, I've seen those too. Like mini games trivia projected on the walls.
Exactly. Do you think we'll see more of that at Disney?
I think it's definitely a possibility. Disney is all about creating immersive experiences.
True.
And they know that a well-designed queue can actually make the ride even better.
It's all about building anticipation.
Exactly. Think about the queue for Haunted Mansion.
Oh my gosh, it's like an attraction itself.
Right. I bet we'll see them get even more creative with those standby lines, maybe even incorporating little mini games or themed environments.
I would love that.
It would definitely make the wait more bearable.
Okay, so let's say I'm heading to Disney World, and I am determined to ride Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Okay.
Or blast off on Cosmic Rewind.
Right.
What are my best strategies for tackling those standby lines?
Well, rope drop is always a good bet.
Rope drop, for those who don't know.
Yeah, so rope drop is basically getting to the park right when it opens.
When those ropes drop.
Exactly. Those first few hours tend to have the shortest wait times.
Gotcha.
Another tip is to watch for those off-peak times, like during parades or fireworks.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
People are usually flocking to those events.
Exactly, leaving other rides with shorter lines.
So it's almost like you need a whole military strategy for your Disney day.
A little bit. It's all about maximizing your time.
But let's zoom out a little. This whole shift away from virtual queues, is it a sign of things to come for other Disney rides?
It's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Do you think other parks might follow suit?
Possibly. Theme parks are constantly evolving, and technology is a big part of that.
Absolutely.
We're seeing more dynamic pricing, personalized recommendations through apps, and a big focus on data to make decisions.
It's all about using data to improve the guest experience.
Exactly. This change with the virtual queues could be a sign of how parks are adapting to how people are behaving and trying to make things run smoothly.
So it's a constantly evolving world.
Always.
Awesome. Well, there you have it, folks. As you're planning your next Disney adventure,
Yep,
just remember standby lines are back,
they're back.
but with a bit of strategy and maybe a sprinkle of pixie dust.
A little pixie dust always helps.
You can still conquer those queues and experience all the magic.
That's what it's all about.
And hey, maybe those standby lines will actually become part of the fun.
You never know.
All right, until next time, everyone, happy park hopping.
See ya.